I guess a big thank you goes out to all you viewers sitting at home and those who show up for the tapings. Believe me, it's you people ultimately that keeps us on the air. And we thank you for your continued support. Keep sending your letters and your comments in. We certainly appreciate them. And again, thank you so much for your loyal support over the years. 10-pin for Bob Kelly. Spare in the first. Remember, he's only leading by 8 pins. Make it 10 now because he's opposite that 8 frame by Tim Lipke. Two in a row for Bob Kelly. .610 for Tim. A couple pieces of wood shouldn't be a problem for him. Right straight back. Okay. Spare in the third. Off target, but not a bad break. The 1, 2, and 10. It's a 7-pin drop on the spare. Gives him 35. He's got a piece of wood in between the 1 and the 2, as you can see, and that should help him throw the head pin down. Whoa, he needed some help on that 2-pin, and kind of turned around and took a double take on that. I don't think there was any problem at all. Watch the 2-pin. Kind of hops in the air, and it was going to stay there. Well, Bob Kelly back to work on lane 32, working on a double spare. Kicks out the 5, and then the 6-pin leaves just the 10. He's got some room to play with that wood to the left. And he's going to go right at it, and there's no doubt about that one. That's confidence for you. 3 in a row now, opening this third and final game. Oh, gets a big kick on the 7 and 8, leaves just the 10-pin again. Now he's Bob's trying to direct traffic. He wants all that wood out, away from the 10-pin. No, that's a roadblock all the way, and he knew it. So he'll go to the break with an open frame. Tim Lipke will be working on a spare. 63 for Bob, 45 and a ball for Tim Lipke. It's a long ways from over. 6 frames remaining, championship week. Come back with us. Five on the fill. Here's Tim 50. Two in a row. Hang on, boys and girls. This is a long ways from over. You see the wood helps with the 10-pin. Ball just continues through for the other 4 pins. Lead now 21. .68 now through 5 for Tim. Another one of our sponsors who've been with us year after year, Rockingham Toyota Dodge Nissan in Salem. Not to forget Emmett Horgan and all the fine people at Rockingham Toyota Dodge Nissan in Salem. And also the Willow Tree North, restaurant right here at Park Place Lanes. And Rodney King and the entire staff in there that fix those great lunches, but they do great breakfasts and dinners too. So stop by and see them. They've been with us several years also. And of course, it goes without saying, you know by now, that's where the crew eats. Great shot by Bob Kelly. Both bowlers making the spares down the stretch. 1, 3, and 7 here. Uses the ball and the wood to take out the 7-pin. Trying to fight off a charge by Tim Lipke, who has 4 marks in a row. Right in the pocket. See where that wood turns. He's got the 4 and the 5. Looks to me if he goes right at the 5-pin, just catches the wood, he's got the spare. Ooh, he caught a little too much of the cap, and it moved the piece of wood to the left sidewall and in front of the 4. Didn't miss that by much, but he's got no spare to show for it. That gives Tim a wide open shot of reducing this lead when he fills his mark. And it's 90. The lead back to 20, but Timmy can reduce that now with this fill. Or if he was to throw a strike, that lead is in half. A light hit. He's got the 7-10. Well, a lot of possibilities here. He's certainly going to have to use that pin closest to him. One on an angle. Whether he caps it or plays the red line. Let's see. He's right on the cap. Got the 10, but not the 7. What the bowlers are going through, but my hands are kind of sweaty. I'm sure the bowlers are the same way. It's a close match. 12 pins now. Championship week. Difference of a $1,500 check and the title and a $600 check and the runner-up spot. Four horsemen left plus the 9. Tim's waiting for that to settle down and looked like to thank Cindy Sissom doing the scoreboard for us each week. And Tanya Murphy sitting to my right. When we need someone to run the computer system, she's always available. And of course, Doug Brown, who does a lot of work behind the scenes as well as behind the microphone. And of course, we did miss Doug through the Tournament of Champions. I hope he'll be back with us, and my hat is off to him too. I learned a lot from that guy, and it's been a great asset to Candlepin Stars and Strikes as well as the Skin Show. So Doug, thank you, wherever you are. I'm sure he's watching. 6 and 9. But not a good piece of wood out in front. Probably try to get by it. No, just drove it right straight back. That's why he's up there bowling and I'm back here. Looked a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Now he's got a 13-pin advantage. He can increase that now with this fill, but only by 5 more. Oops, just an 8. So the lead now is 16 pins with 2 frames remaining.